We are back with the Mayor's Budget Improvement Discussions. We have Mark Swan, who is the Office of Internal Audit, here with us today. Mark, thank you. I don't know if you brought anybody with you, but if you have, I'll give you a second to introduce them. We also have some council members with us, Councilmember John Cooper, Councilmember Larry Hager in the back. As we have said at the beginning of all of these conversations, that we know that we'll be asked for more dollars than we will actually have available to put out there. So I appreciate that this is a conversation, and as we get to the end of these conversations, we'll allocate those dollars to the best services and like for Nashville taxpayers. So Mark, always good to see you. You're busy. Talk to us about what's going on. We'll talk about your operating budget.
Yes,
And anybody else.
well, I didn't bring anybody from the staff with me, but I do have Councilmember Cooper, who's on the audit committee, and Talia is on the audit committee, and Rich Friedland used to be on the audit committee. So
I'm a graduate of the audit.
Graduate, I like that.
As an emeritus committee member.
There you go.
But you know, we're asking for a small amount.
Right.
It's been our goal for the last couple of years to build our consulting budget back up for the specialized areas, and especially we've had some turnover in some of our information technology audit capabilities. So we would like to use that money to help us outsource some of that work and other specialized areas.
What's your budget today on consulting?
It's $125,000.
Okay.
My goal is to get it back up to $250,000 to $300,000. So I'm asking for $125,000 to get to $250,000. Eventually, trying to get to $300,000. And
Mark, as we talk about the resources that you need, give me the overall of how many audits are increasing that you're being asked to do.
Well, audit work is kind of it can be as much as you want it to be or as little as you want it to be. And so we're trying to find out what is the right size, the right amount of work that needs to be done, and we could always do more. There seems to be recently more demands.
Right.
One of my goals coming in was to have at least half the audit plan be user demand. And for this year, I would say we have 19 audits on 18 audits we committed to do this year, and we had 8 of those that were user requested. And since it was approved on Tuesday, I've had 3 more requests. Potential requests at least one definite and 2 potential ones. So the demand is growing, which I think is a good thing.
Sure.
But we try to also say that we're not supposed to be the control. Management's supposed to be the control, and we're here to assist and help as need to be. And so we could be a more compliance oriented, where we're rotating through every 2 years. To do that, we'd have to double and triple our staff. But it's historically taken us 8 years just to go and touch every function of the metropolitan government with the staffing and the budget that we have now, which some people might look at that and be appalled, but in the industry, but again, it depends on what the philosophy is. And the philosophy we've been is that we really rather see management controlling things and doing what they need to be doing. And we're here to kind of target areas that we can find for improvement going forward for the government.
So 18 audits that are underway.
Well, 18 audits will be done in the next year.
Right.
Last year we had some turnover, and we were only able to get 14 audits completed. What we did do, in addition to that, we did 5 investigations and loaned one of our more technical employees to ITS for the Public Works review, so as a non-audit service. And that was supposed to be a small time commitment, ended up growing.
So your request is to add an admin assistant to help with some of this. So talk to me about that.
Admin assistant is that every audit department has to have some administrative function going on, and so it ends up being that I do a lot of it and alone, but we also spread it between all the professional staff. And
so do you not have an admin assistant?
We lost that a long time ago. And we don't ever look at it necessarily have to be a full-time position. Right. But if we had an admin, it could be half admin, but maybe help in audit work too, or copy editing. And there's lots of different ways to use that resource. But the idea is that if we could take some of that admin time that's being done, would spread out between all the staff, that
you'd be more efficient.
We'd be more efficient with using the auditors that we're paying for, the professional auditors.
Sure.
And then the other ones are just small. Well, we also put in some for staffing and retention. I tried to look at if we should have a career ladder as people meet their career or qualify. If we want to retain them, we have to continue promoting them up the career ladder. And so there's a small request for that to anticipating individuals who may be qualified for more senior auditor or principal auditor.
Does this come on the heels of any kind of salary, like the Mercer? Have you guys looked at your,
This would be on top of anything
Could be on
that
top
would
of
be in
it.
the Planning request.
What I would still say, I do constantly watch the industry survey, salary surveys, and our salaries in government if you want to be a government auditor, we're probably extremely competitive from that perspective. But if I'm trying to, but am I competitive with Deloitte and KPMG and Bridgestone?
I would think
No,
not.
I'm not.
right?
And so I think we need to at least be close to industry if we want to have the best talent.
And how is your retention?
Well, last year we had a third of our 10.
Like turnover?
Turnover. But that's not uncommon in the audit industry, so about 25 to 30%. Hard to believe not everybody wants to be an auditor.
Would that retention plan help with turnover?
It will assist. Everybody we've lost has usually gone on to better jobs.
Okay.
So.
All right. I don't actually have much. I mean, I think you've pretty much covered it.
I think
Unless
on the
there's anything
safety
else.
audit, it'll be toward the,
Yeah.
I'm going to say we're planning toward the end of April or early May, it'll be finished.
We'll have a better idea of what that looks like.
Just from my gut personal opinion is that we would definitely want to have another person help advocate safety, because coming from industry, especially in the oil and gas industry, one of the things the big difference I see is, let's put it this way, at least metro-wide, it does not appear to have a culture of safety set at the top. And I think we need to do a better job doing that going forward. But some departments do a great job at it, but others, because it's not on top. We did recommend the CISO way back in the information security, and I think that Mr. Griffey is doing a great job of constantly reminding us that we need to do information security. I think we need to have that same thing for occupational safety.
Yep. Okay.
It's one of those areas that it's suffered from budgets over the last decade.
And the audit we're doing is just really a follow-up of the 2006 consultant review thing, which is basically going to say they had good recommendations and what is the implementation status of those items. And I think what we're going to find out is that very few of them are not.
Right. Well,
we'll find out.
Don't let us. You can preview that for us, but
right.
yeah, let's. We'll wait for the audit.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Mark, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks.